Oh, there's so many dolphins. I can hear them calling. What I see now is this like amazing project that is making leaps and bounds to kind of achieve its end goal of, you know, getting into hospitals and making children's lives better.
Our health and the ocean health are very closely linked, and then you're hopefully going to have kids that are like their health is being nurtured by the ocean, and then they can hopefully grow up and nurture the ocean back. So it's kind of that link between the two, basically.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Penguin colonies are amazing, but they stink. Whoa, that's a lot of fish.
And I think when you're little, you're like naturally quite curious, and you're bringing that like ocean in and like sparking that curiosity and getting them excited for nature.
Whoa, that is so cool.
There you go. So
Yeah.
the white.
I
think
stay as you are.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you. Okay.
Just adjust it until it is.
Okay, you want me to adjust
You
it?
okay?
Yeah.
We can
Okay.
just stop
This
it.
is so new. I'm just like, oh
I
gosh.
do. Pause
I
in
have
the middle.
people filming in my kitchen
All the time.
time.
Yeah.
I have been very lucky to spend about the last 10, 11 years making wildlife films, and a lot of those have been in and around the sea, and so it means a lot to me.
And did you grow up near the sea?
No, I actually grew up far from the sea, but
Okay.
my family are all obsessed with water sports.
Really?
So from a really early age, I was thrown in the sea, and I think when you spend that amount of time sort of cold, wet and salty, you gain an appreciation for it. And I later realised that actually, you know, no one said, oh, you know, these are all the animals that you see in the sea. But when you spend time in it, you sort of suddenly realise kind of naturally that they're just there. There's loads of stuff. And I think that's where my love of wildlife started, was in the sea.
Really? What kind of sports were you doing?
It was all surfing and sailing and swimming and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Just in the water and salt.
How did you start?
Just being quite little and being on like little family holidays and rock pooling, and my parents work in conservation. So any little walks that we were doing, it would be like, this is this plant, that's that bird. This is actually so niche. It's like driving to school. You know when cars were a bit older and you had like a little tape that you'd put in the car, or like a CD or whatever. Dad had like different bird tracks from like around the house, so we'd be driving to school and then you would learn like blackbirds and choughs and wren and like all of them. And then on the beach, yeah, all about like the seaweeds and the crabs and all that kind of stuff. But it was made quite fun, because I think if you just bombarded a child with information, they'd be like,
That sounds great. On the school run, listening to bird songs. That's interesting that actually our stories are very similar as to why we were into wildlife in the ocean. So when you started nursing,
yeah.
was the plan to take that back to the ocean, or that's just happened?
Basically, I have always really loved being outside, and nursing is like a really special job that you're like working with people and you're getting to like care for them, and I really like the clinical skills, and I'm a bit of a biology nerd. And then I was like, you can take those skills into the outside space, and then Blue Bubble and all of the VR stuff has come out of combining these things.
Awesome.
So yeah, I didn't go into nursing for Blue Bubble, basically.
Got it.
Yeah, it's kind of happened.
It just happened.
It just happened.
It got out of hand quick.
Yeah.
What I see now is this like amazing project that is making leaps and bounds to kind of achieve its end goal of, you know, getting into hospitals and making children's lives better. But winding that all back, how did it begin?
Where did it start? Studying children's nursing, you go and do placements. So I've worked on like children's wards, in like children's A&E departments, in theatres, in end-of-life care, on like oncology wards and things like that. And I think you're there to care for them, and it's like a very vulnerable time, I think, for like families and kids, and also just a very scary place to be. And yeah, there's just been like certain incidents in looking after kids, and I've like pulled back the blue curtains, and because of staff shortages and like there's less resources, a lot of procedures like cannulation and bloods are now happening right at their hospital bed, whereas before kids would get taken to a separate space. So then the hospital bed is no longer like a safe place for them. So I was like, well, if you could make that space feel safe again, then that's great, because their bed now feels like a nice place to be again. And if you could bring the ocean in, and that's kind of their space, and they can have that like calm and joy, but like the excitement of the ocean, and you could take bloods whilst, seeing turtles and stuff, and then you take the headset off, and then their bed is still like a nice place to be, and it's no longer like a super scary place to be.
You've basically swapped the blue curtain for the blue ocean.
Yeah. And it's like I think a headset is like putting on a snorkel mask.
Totally. Being transported to another world.
Yeah, and an exciting one. And I think when you're little, you're like naturally quite curious, and you're bringing that like ocean in and like sparking that curiosity and getting them excited for nature. And I think if you enjoy it and you've like experienced it, then you're much more inclined to protect something that you've like got a buzz for.
So you think this is more than just transporting kids going through procedures to another world? It's actually bringing it back and trying to get them, I guess, once they leave the hospital, more interested in looking after the ocean, giving something back.
Yeah, it's like the link between the two, like our health and the ocean health are very closely linked, and then you're hopefully going to have kids that are like, their health is being nurtured by the ocean, and then they can hopefully grow up and nurture the ocean back. So it's kind of that link between the two, basically.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
That's the idea. But yeah, like the main focus is bringing the ocean in to basically heal in that space.
So obviously we're kind of oversimplifying it in that, there's children having procedures done. You're going to put some ocean loveliness in a headset and give it to them, and the job is done. But clearly there's a lot of development that needs to go into actually achieving that and figuring out what's the best thing to put in that headset. How do you do that?
We have been working with a really amazing team of people that have been like sharing their like time, expertise, like enthusiasm for it, and that's from like medical professionals, like VR experts, immersive tech, wildlife filmmakers, like people that work in social ventures, and with that expertise have basically made the like pilot or made this like prototype, and have really thought about, okay, if you're bringing the ocean in, what kind of like shots do we want? Because you want it to be really like steady and slow, but also like how to keep it really engaging. All these people's ideas, what do the medical staff need, and how's it going to work for them to be a useful tool? And also getting kids' feedback into like what they want and how they're going to enjoy the experience. Because we were saying we can mentally think that we're about 8 years old, but we're not. So getting like kids' actual feedback.
I can try pretty hard.
Yeah, me too.
But it's funny, when I'm in the ocean, I feel like I'm a kid.
Yeah.
Like everything is suddenly like, ooh.
People will be like, was that you squealing at whatever you saw? And I was like, yeah, that was me.
No.
Do we want to let Bertie try the experience?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gimme. Here we go. Oh, my head's not that big. Oh, that sound actually gives me shivers, because I feel like I should be smelling their stench.
Oh, the
Penguin
whiff.
colonies are amazing, but they stink. Whoa, that's a lot of fish. Oh, nice sponges on the floor there. Whoa. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, you're in New Zealand right now.
New Zealand,
Yeah,
wow.
and poor nights.
Oh, I love the sounds. Oh, and the little sassy chromies. Hello. Uh-oh, Stingray's coming close. Hey, buddy. You're not going to go over my head, are you? Whoa. Whoa, there's a lot of turtles. Oh, look at the remoras on his belly. Hey, buddy. Whoa, that's really close. That's a really big turtle. Oh, he got barnacles on his belly. Oh, there's another one coming. Nice batfish up there as well. Oh, there's so many dolphins. I can hear them calling. Whoa, that is so cool. Aww, I want to be underwater again. I kind of knew what to expect, but then it's like such an overwhelming sensory experience that I completely forgot I was here with you, sat right there.
That's cool.
No, really cool. And yeah, it really does like transport you to another world. And yeah, I've been fortunate enough to go to many of those places and see many of those animals, and it feels like you're there. And I love that you could watch that 10 times and all 10 times have a completely different experience by just looking around a different place. It feels like having been in the ocean. Like there's like a calmness, and it's a win-win on so many levels. Like not only are you transported away from a procedure that would otherwise not be very enjoyable, you're also falling in love with the ocean, learning about the ocean, seeing all these animals. There's just like so much going on. Yeah, it's so great.
What part of hearing about Blue Bubble where you're like, ooh?
Ooh, what made you go ooh? Well, I think like it's such a like wholesome project for so many reasons. Like not just helping kids, but helping kids that are going through a really tough time and using the ocean to do that. Like I have been so fortunate to get so much from the ocean, and with the programs that I'm part of, the series I'm part of, we try and get people, you know, interested and excited about the things that we're passionate about. And so this is exactly the same, but going one step further, and it's getting those experiences to kids that otherwise might not get them. And as you said, like not just using it to like entertain kids, but transport them to another place. I wanted to know more. Because I just think there's like so much scope for just improving kids' lives, and you know, as you said, like the ocean heals humans, and humans are needed to heal the ocean. So it's this like full circle cycle that you are literally helping to kind of, you know, connect. So what stage is the project currently at?
So at the moment we have a prototype, and we've got the immersive film ready to go. We've got headsets ready to go, and we have like several hospitals that are ready to pilot it. We literally just need to raise the funding to basically get the headsets into the hospital, and that is our like last hurdle. As soon as we've hit the funding, the pilots can begin.
So if someone is sat at home going, this is the coolest project ever, how can I help? What do they need to know?
Please go and donate. The donations are literally going directly into like the resources and equipment that we need to do it. Blue Bubble Immersive is like entirely volunteer led, so everything is just going directly into basically bringing the oceans into the hospitals for the kids. And yeah, we are so close, so donations are like very, very appreciated.
And the really cool thing, if anyone does donate from now, I'm going to match whatever they donate. So that means that if you donate, it's double the effect. So yeah.
Yeah, and we can start.
What are people waiting for? Let's go.
Go. If you can't donate, just like sharing about Blue Bubble, whether that's like sharing the video or just sharing about it, will really, really help.
So to help,
yeah,
you can donate.
Yeah.
You can share it with your friends and family, see if they'll donate.
Yeah.
And then if you happen to make cool 360 wildlife films and dive a lot, you can also help with giving footage.
Or we can send cameras off with people as well, and they can grab footage.
Epic.
And I think what's really nice is because we have some lovely people helping kind of film and capture the journey, is we can then share how kids are like, the impact that it's had on kids as well, and families and healthcare staff and all of those things.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can I do it again?
Go.